to see me going into the left side and the right side. I personally like going and doing the whole front mohawk and the left and right sides due to the fact that because I want it to be lightest, brightest around the face. So I want to reiterate that we are stacking the foils, and you can call it a deck of cards, you can call it stacking. What it is, the technique is slice. I do thin slices. What's important is that you do want it to be thinner slices so that you can saturate the lightener all the way through. If you do too thick of a section, it's a lot harder to saturate. So I start from the top and make my way on down. That's the way I prefer to do it. I think there's many different ways to do things. And in this particular application, that's what I chose to do. I want the top to be the lightest and the brightest and more of the pop in front because it does get to sit the longest. I get it as close to the roots, but as we recall through consultation, the client wanted and preferred to have a little bit of depth in on the roots. So I left like 1/4 of an inch away from the scalp. You could go back in if they didn't want the depth and reapply your lightener right to the roots outside the foil. That's something I have done in the past and am not afraid to do, and it comes out beautiful. The key hot tip that you want to pay attention to is thorough saturation, thin slices. I go up from the top to down. So if you see there's ultimately sometimes if it's a little thicker section or darker on the ends, I pick the bottom of the ends up and I apply the lightener on the foil and then lay the hair over it so I get the backside and the tops. There will be clients and or situations where you have different bands going down the hair, which our client here today has different bands because she changes her mind every other week. But what's really good about this on changing their mind, and her last application we just used the level 2 dark from Shades EQ, and just so she could see if she liked her hair almost black. And then she changed her mind and went Fireball Red. This is what I particularly like about Redken Shades EQ is that you can put it on clients and it's almost like a lipstick. It's not permanent, it slowly wears off, and then you can try something else. Ideally, when clients come in and they do want to change, but they're not too sure about it, this is where the arena of Shades EQ gloss from Redken is a good key factor and a great tool to be able to show the client, have it for a while, decide if they like it, and then you can either go permanent or you still have the freedom to switch the color. So that's why I personally, on the ends, love semi-demi. You have more options to move and change your mind and pick different colors and go different directions. If you go more permanent, that is going to be a little bit more of a challenge of getting out of the hair. And many times, especially black hair, it requires a second to third application with lightener as long as the integrity of the hair can handle it.